Guys, I've officially found one of the coolest RP servers I have ever seen in my life. When I say I can't show you everything cool about this server in one video, I mean I literally can't. Like today, I'm just going to be showing you a small portion of the car guy aspect of the server, and even that I have over an hour and a half worth of clips, and there is so much more to this server. So if you want to see more, let me know by dropping a like on the video. But anyways, let's take a look at some of the cool shit you could do with cars in this brand new server known as Carnival Roleplay. I have to show you how you repaint your car first, because this is incredible. By the way, what do you guys think of my beautiful wide body demon? This shit looks insane. Anyways, you bring it into the mechanic shop and they have a whole color panel right here. So you use your third eye by holding Alt and then right click on the panel, and it'll say that you could choose the paint for your car. Then an RGB menu pops up and you can paint it whatever color you want, which I absolutely loved, but this is when it gets sick. Now all you do is simply click paint. And look what it does inside the custom shop, guys. And the best part is you can actually see it slowly changing to that exact shade that you picked. Tell me this is not one of the coolest things you have ever seen in an RP server. And like I said, this is just the start. There is so much more. And a huge shout out to the developers in this server. They have actually done all of this themselves in the past couple of months. So massive shout out. We were blown away by what they could do on this server. So anyways, let's jump into the next awesome stuff you could do inside this mechanic shop. First, let me show you how this car sounds stock. As I said, yes, that is stock. We are going to be engine swapping it in just a little bit. So there's a couple different ways you can mod your car in the shop. One is you bring your car in and then you go to the jacks and then you lift it up onto it by using the controls on the box. And then you could take the wheels off and then go over to this thing, put the wheel down and literally separate the rim from the tire itself. And then you could actually put the tire on these shelves. You can go to the tire area and buy different tires, like racing tires, drag tires, pop it back on the rim, and you can do the same thing with the rim, swap out the rim. It's absolutely insane. You got to admit how cool this is, the way you could separate the rim from the tire. It's these little things that make such a huge difference, and as I said at the start, this is just the car guy aspect of the server. There is so much more to it, which I will get into in many other videos on the channel. So now we're going to mod the car. So you get inside of it, you type in /hood, and it'll pop the hood open, and then you can go and buy all kinds of these mechanical parts for the vehicle. And then you have to drag one of the mechanical tools into your quick slots, and then you can actually start modding the shit out of it. So then you open up this menu, and then you can see all of these cool mods you could put on it. So right now, we are going to swap out the engine for a Predator V8 engine, I believe. And the best part is, it doesn't take a second. It actually takes about a minute because, you know, you're swapping out an engine. It'll obviously take longer than a minute, but it shouldn't take literally 3 seconds. So it's more realistic that way. So now you're actually modifying the engine, swapping it out, and everything like that. I decided I really didn't like the sound of that engine, and like I said, the engines actually do change the entire sound of the car, because, you know, they should. So I decided to swap it out with another engine, and this shit sounds insane.
Probably.
So they were doing some other stuff in that area, so we moved on over to where the dyno is, and we're going to continue to mod the car right here. I believe the dyno might end up working very soon, not 100% sure. Don't forget, they are still in beta stages. So now we're going to install a bunch of other awesome mods on this car, from oil to tires to brakes and a bunch of other stuff. And don't worry, you don't just bend over and just do stuff on the engine to install this. Like right here, for example, I'm laying on the floor and I'm changing the oil, I believe. I probably should have brought it over to the jack and jacked it up a little bit, and I probably also should have been facing away from the car, so I would have, you know, turned my body around and been under it, but it is what it is. It still looks pretty cool though. And right here, I'm going to be swapping out the tires for some Michelins, and I actually have to go to each individual tire, and then I kind of squat down and then start working on it. It only takes about 10 seconds per tire, but of course, if you want to do it the more RP way and take a little bit longer, you could jack the car up, separate each rim from the tire, and then take the tire, put it on the wall, buy another tire, pop it on the rim, then pop it back on the car. Obviously, that'll take a little bit longer, but it depends what you want to do. If you want to do it quick, you could do it like this. Or if you want to do it more RP-ly, you could do it like that. Either way, it's freaking awesome. By the way, another really cool thing, you can set the radio to whatever you want. So if you wanted to listen to some Drake or you wanted to listen to a YouTube video or something, you can actually do that. You just paste the link right there and then click play. As long as the video isn't privated, it will guaranteed always play no matter what, which I have to say is pretty awesome. Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at some of the best Benny's vehicles in GTA Online.
No way!
I apologize for that little scream back there, but I was blown away by literally everything in this server. I know a couple other servers do the same thing with a radio, but still, I'm just blown away by everything that's happening. I was just going crazy. Anyways, let's take this thing for a drive because it is fully modded and ready to go. By the way, when I say fully modded, I just mean like the engine and actual performance stuff. Of course, there's a bunch of other awesome stuff you could put on the body of the car itself, like different vinyls and other modifications, but I'll leave that for you guys to find out when you join this server. Listen to the startup. Alright, I have literally never driven this car. Let's see the power of this shit. Are you ready for this? Oh my god, did you hear that? Are you ready? Here we go, baby. Oh, baby! I don't want to make this video too long, but I just got to go over a couple more things. Look how sexy that Supra looks. Look at this demon charger to my right as well. When I say they have a bunch of other insane cars in the server, I really mean it. Like, I'm going to toss some pictures up on screen of some cars. Some of them are already pre-modded and ready to go with all kinds of cool shit on them. And then other ones are bone stock and you can mod them yourself if you want to. And by the way, I don't know if you saw that on the right side of the screen. It said I was feeling a little bit stressed. Let me show you that. In order to fix your stress, you actually need to smoke a blunt, and then it'll say you're feeling a bit more relaxed now. And one of the coolest things is you can actually pass it around. So if you're standing in a circle with 5 people, you guys can all just pass the blunt around and then just casually chill there and smoke. Is this not the coolest thing ever? Like I said, there is so many other things about this server that I need to show you, but to end off the video, I'm going to be showing you by far the coolest thing I have ever seen in an RP server. We're going to go and steal an ATM. So to start stealing an ATM, you got to find one in the city and then just back up to it. You got to make sure your car also has some power because, you know, you're going to be ripping this shit off the wall. To begin stealing it, you walk up to it and click E, and then this little menu will pop up. And it's a bit tricky at the start. You got to be really careful with it because, you know, the drill could end up breaking, but you pretty much got to break in just like how you would in GTA Online, which I think is also pretty awesome. It's not some simple thing that you could easily do. It's actually a little bit complex. Once you finish doing that, you got to pop your trunk open and then you got to grab the rope and then click use. And then you simply just take the rope and then attach it onto the ATM, and now you're ready to go. You could rip this thing off the wall. And by the way, I'm not exactly sure when the police get notified. It might be once you rip it off the wall or once you attach the rope to it. I'm not 100% sure, but the police do get notified when this happens. Currently, the police force is a little bit down bad because obviously the server is just starting for the very first time. So if you want to be a cop in this server, you can literally be a cop. Just go and talk to somebody in the Discord. Everybody is super friendly. And of course, if you have experience in other RP servers, you might end up starting off with a higher rank. But anyways, you can see we just ripped this shit off the wall and it is sliding around everywhere. Now, I made the mistake of trying to break into the ATM in the middle of the street, which probably wasn't the best idea. And then I also forgot to put my seatbelt on and I kind of got flung out of the car. Luckily, I was kind of on a private tour of the server with the developer, so he just revived me, and now we're gonna break into the ATM with our mechanical drill. Like I said, I probably shouldn't have done this in the middle of the street because cops did end up pulling up. I was under so much stress and I ended up breaking the drills. So once you break one drill, if you have a backup, you could use that, but if you use all your drills, you're kind of screwed and the ATM will disappear. So I'd highly recommend going to a safe spot far away, and hopefully you got some backup with you because the cops are gonna pull up and try to take you out or arrest you. I am gonna be wrapping the video up right here, but don't worry, I'm gonna be uploading a bunch more content on this server, just showing you guys around and obviously doing some RP stuff, but I just wanted to get this out there and show you it as soon as possible because this shit is insane. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you want to join the server, go on Fivem, search up Carnival Roleplay. There's only one server named that, so just join it, get your character sorted out, and start doing some stuff in the city because it's awesome. And I will leave a Discord link down below in the description if you guys want to join the Discord and talk to some of the developers or admins for the server. By the way, this server is not pay to win in any way, shape, or form, which is awesome. All of the stuff you do in the server, you have to do in-game. You have to earn it yourself, and it's pretty lit. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you went on to enjoy it. With that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.